Is it working? Okay. Hey, everybody. So for this week, we are going to make slab box lanterns. We have, I'm just going to carry this with me while I talk, so I'm going to probably have to close this blind here so you can see me. But so we talked about how there are three main methods to hand building. We have covered pitching, and then another one that we are going to cover is called slabs. And so what slab is a flat piece of clay, and then you can use it to either drape it over a mold or to shape it however you would like. So we are going to make slab box lanterns. I'll show you an example here. So it's going to be at least a 4-inch by 4-inch box, and you're going to carve each of the walls. So it's a lantern because you could put a little tea light candle or something in there, and then it would make a nice little lantern. You could have one side that you add 3-dimensional texture to instead of carving it away, if you would like. So I'm going to talk to you guys about slabs. And slabs are done. There are such things as slab rollers, but in here we are going to roll our own slabs. So what you're going to do is, I like to roll the clay out between 2 rulers, yardsticks, put them on either side of the clay, and then I will roll out the clay. And I like to have the 2 yardsticks on either side, because that way I'm going to roll it down flat, even to the yardsticks, and that will give me even thickness of clay. So I'm going to roll until I reach the yardstick all the way. That way it'll be even. If I just, wait a second. If I just roll the clay freehandedly, I might get a kind of uneven slab. So I want it to be even, and so I will use the rolling pin and roll out slabs. Now, slabs could be used as a wet slab is what it's called. This is not what we're doing, but you could use it, let's say, and drape it over a bowl, so you can make a mold from a bowl. But in here, we are going to cut it to be 4-inch by 4-inch walls. So what we want to do is we want to cut out our walls first. So you could make a paper template, and then you can use it and trace it on here and cut them out. So if you can, or you're able to roll out your slabs, I would roll them out. If, let's say, you're working at home and you don't have access to rolling out your slabs, you can take your clay, you can kind of see me, and throw it down. Now look, I'm turning it. When I pick it up, I am rotating it. So I will throw it down on the other side, okay? And then you can also, rotate it 90 degrees. So I'm kind of taking it and I am slamming it down. This will flatten the clay. You'll want to do this on top of a surface. I'm doing it on top of a canvas table because clay doesn't stick to canvas. If you're at home, you could do this on top of newspaper or cardboard. You won't get the most even slab by doing this, but there's lots of people who do it this way. So I've also posted a video down below of another tutorial of how to throw down your slabs. But this will get the clay flat. But each time you throw it down, you want to rotate it. Okay, so that's another way to get a slab. Okay, then you're going to cut out your 4-inch by 4-inch slabs. Okay, so I get tool. Sorry. I forgot to make my template, so I'm just going to kind of eyeball this. So you'll cut out your 4-inch by 4-inch slabs. And so what you want to do, and it can be bigger than 4 inches, it just should not be smaller. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to cut out all 4 of your walls. Okay, slabs tend to dry out fast, so you don't want to keep them exposed to the air while you're working on carving other ones. But you'll want to cut out 4 of your walls. I would store these in your bag with damp, not wet, damp and not dry either, damp paper towels in between to help keep them wet, because you want to make sure that these are going to attach really nice. And if they do not attach good, everything else will be a struggle. So I would, if you put dry paper towels in between, the paper towel will absorb the moisture out. If you put wet paper towels in between, these will be all slippy and muddy. So then you're going to want to carve your designs. And I'm looking for detail. And each of your walls could be the same pattern. They don't all have to be different. But I'm looking for a thought out, detailed design. And some of your carvings, they don't have to go all the way through. But when you carve, you can see that it kind of makes it a rough edge. I want to make sure that all of your edges are smooth. So you will smooth those out as best you can. Some of your carvings, though, could just be like etched into the clay and not be something that goes all the way through. So however you want to do that. You're going to want to cut out your walls, carve your walls before you attach them. If you attach them, they're going to want to break at the seams. So carve them first, and you want to leave room at the end and the sides where you attach. You don't want to draw stuff right out to the ends. Then what you're going to want to do is attach your 4 walls. Notice how I haven't said the base yet. Okay, attach your 4 walls. Okay, then once you have your 4 walls attached, roll out 1 more slab. Okay, for your base. Line up your 4 walls on top of that slab, and then you will use those 4 walls to trace your base. That is going to give you the most accurate base. It is really hard if you just try to, but it's really hard if you just try to measure the 4 walls and the base. So you want to attach the 4 walls and the base, and then you're going to slip and score the walls on together. And if you want, you could put a little coil right where that seam goes, so that to help it make it be a little bit stronger. So that is your project. The focus of this project is slabs, and then we're also focusing on shape. So shape and space. So you'll be carving shapes into your lantern, but think about space, positive space and negative space, where your shadows are going to be poking out through the lantern. So I hope you enjoy this project and have fun. Now I gotta turn this off. Have fun.